Good morning, students. Welcome to the online class of English literature. Hope you all are well, taking care of yourselves. And today is the last class of our lesson, what we discussed in our previous classes. So, this is our lesson 4. You can see on the screen lesson 4, an uncomfortable bed. The story is based on the perception, and I told the meaning of perception is idea, beliefs, or you can say feelings. Let's recapitulate the story what we discussed in our previous class. So here the story is based on the perception. As I said you, they started in an autumn season where the friends narrator and his friends went to for hunting purpose, and he says they stayed in a chateau in Picardy, and Picardy is a famous place in North France. And his narrator's friends are always fond of practical joking. For that reason, narrator always worried, and he is thinking they are planning for they are planning and joking, and they are making this all for me only. For that reason, he told himself, be alert, they are doing something, they are planning something for me. Okay, so after the dinner, they went, everyone went to bed. So that time all the friends are escort to narrator to live in that room where he want to stay. So here when the narrator came that place, he imagined himself maybe they are planning something. Okay, for that reason he not moved, just he entered the room with that candle. Okay, then he closed the door but not moved little far away. So we will start from here. Already we discussed this all, so we will discuss from here. Then I cautiously sat down. The armchair was solid. I did not venture to get into the bed. However, time was flying, and I ended by coming to the conclusion that I was ridiculous. If they were spying on me, I suppose they must, while waiting for the success of the joke they had been preparing for me, have been laughing enormously at my terror. So what happened? When the narrator entered, he not slept. He sat in an armchair because he thought maybe they are planning something. And that time when he said by sitting already time passed, so he thought no, now the time I will sleep. If that time he thought, if my friends are waiting and my friends are spying on me, something will happen and they will laugh in my terror. What the meaning of sorry, in my terror means you can say the fear or anxiety. So I made up my mind to go to bed, but the bed was particularly suspicious looking. I pulled at the curtain. They seemed to be secure. Uh, all the same, there was danger. I was going perhaps to receive a cold shower bath from overhead, or perhaps the moment I stretched myself out to find myself sinking under the floor with my mattress. I searched in my memory all the practical jokes which I ever had experienced. So when the narrator want to sleep, that time what he did, he pulled his curtain. That means he thought, okay, now I am safe, so I can whatever will happen inside, whatever happen inside, that they will not see. So when he did like that, that time he realized or he imagined himself, when I am going, for example, when he thought when I am going, maybe at that time what written there, perhaps what he will receive a cool shower bath from overhead, or when he will stretch himself, maybe he will find himself at this floor, that floor already covered with water. He thought, he recalled all the practical jokes what he experienced before, and I did not want to be cut in. Oh, certainly not. Then I suddenly bethought myself of precaution which I consider one of my extreme efficacy. Okay, I caught hold of the side of the mattress gingerly and very slowly drew it towards me. It came away, followed by the seat and the rest of the bedclothes. I dragged all these objects into very middle of the room, fancying the entrance door. So what the narrator did, the narrator thought, no, I don't want to expose myself. Okay, I will not show my fairness that to my friends. So for that reason, what he did, he brought all the mattress what there what before it was there. So he brought everything to the center of the room and he made another bed. Okay, I made my bed over again as best I could at the some distance from the suspected bedstead and the corner which had filled me with such anxiety. Then I extinguished all the candles and groping my way, I slipped under the bedclothes. So when he made another bed which was far different from the bed what they made, and that is different, he thought that is different, that means full of stranger, it looking like different. And then after what he did, he extinguished, he put off all the candles and he went to sleep. He was I what it I slept under the bedclothes, that means he covered with blankets. For at least another hour, I remained awake, starting at the slightest sound. Everything seemed quiet in the chateau. I fell asleep. So I felt what written. I for at least that means when he slept, that time completely he not slept. So he is thinking about all the incident. What maybe this will happen, that will happen. He is thinking everything, and here he is hearing all the sounds what coming from that side. By that time he slept. I must have been in a deep sleep for a long time, but all of a sudden I I was awakened with a start by the fall of heavy body tumbling right on the top of my own body. At the same time, I received on my face, on my neck, and or on my chest a burning liquid which made me utter a howl of pain and a dreadful noise as if a sideboard laden with plates and dishes had fallen down penetrated my ears. So at that time he may slept for a long time, but at all of a sudden something fallen which made the narrator to get off. So when he get off, or when he got off, that time he felt, that means something fallen in his nose, in his body, that means neck, everywhere, and that also a burning liquid. You may think it's a cut, maybe tea, maybe coffee, maybe anything. Okay, which made a what it in which made me utter a howl of pain. That means you know the meaning of utter, as I say to the meaning of utter, that means absolutely, and howl means painful cry. You may face like that if any hitting object will attack, or you hit by mistakenly anywhere you touched any hitting object, that time what type of situation coming, like that same the narrator faced here. Okay, and the same time the sideboard, that means near only the he got the sound of the plates and everything, what of the utensils, when it will fall on the ground, so it will create an penetrating sound, that means the sound badly sound. I must have been in a deep sleep for a long time, but all of a sudden, sorry, I felt myself suffocating under the weight that was crushing me and preventing me from moving. I stretched out my hand to find out what was the nature of this object. I felt a face, a nose, and whiskers. Then, with all my strength, I launched out to a blow over this face. But I immediately received a hail of coughings, which made me jump straight out of soaked seats and rush in my night shirt into the corridor, at the door of which I found open. So what happened? I felt myself suffocating. The meaning of suffocating, choke, when something fallen on you, so that time you will feel different. So he tried to get off, but not. He tried to get up, but no, not possible. So he, for that reason, he stretched his hands to know what is exactly what thing fallen on my body. So not only body, he saw that in face, nose and whiskers. The meaning of whiskers, mustache. Then after, what happened? He got off. When he got up, that time whatever the things are there suddenly fallen on his body. Okay, the waters, because before it was on that bed sheet, but when he got up, that time already the he will take out the bed sheet. When he will take out the bed sheet, automatically it will fall on his body. So for that, when he it fallen, he jumped. Okay, jumped and rushed with that sash or the night shirt, okay, to the corridor. When he moved there, he saw the door already opened. Oh, stupor! It was broad daylight. The noise brought my friends hurrying into the apartment, and we found sprawling over my improvised bed and dismayed valet, who, while bringing me my morning cup of tea, he had tripped over this obstacle in the middle of the floor and fallen on his stomach, spilling in spite of himself by my breakfast over my face. So what here, what incident happened? So here, when now he's thinking already, oh my god, already day. Now the noise brought, that time when he got up, the friends are what they are doing, they are making noise, everything they are doing. And which one? Sprawling, we found sprawling. What the meaning of sprawling here? Laying with your arms and legs spread out. That means when he came outside, he is stretching his hands and legs for relax. And that incident happened due to the servant, not exactly the reason of servant, due to the bed, and the bed which one created by the narrator. When the servant came, the meaning of valet means servant, and the meaning of dismayed, disappoint. Okay, what you can say, uh, mistake, you can say. I'm not agree. And improvise means the for the bed what I made. So here, when the servant brought a morning cup of tea, instead of giving me, that tripped on my body, because I slept in the middle of the entrance. Maybe he stuck his leg or maybe anything. So he, for that whatever he brought, it fallen on my body. The precaution I had taken in closing the shutters and going to sleep in the middle of the room had only brought about the interlude I had been striving to avoid. Okay, so what he thought at last? He thought the precaution what I took, that only created a big problem for me. How they all laughed that day. Obviously, when they will hear this type of incident, obviously they will laugh. They know they not planned anything. Then also this all incident happened due to narrator's imagination and their narrator's perception. I hope everyone understood this chapter. So what is your work? Your work to read the story 2 times, 3 times, whenever you felt that, yeah, I understood that story completely, and you find the words which you are feeling difficult for you, find the meaning of the words, and you can find the synonym and antonym. Okay, so better for you. Till then, bye bye. We will meet in our next class. Take care, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.